This is not working the way I planned it initially, but all I really want to say here is rest in peace, Biz. Crazy that he's gone.
Yeah.
Got to start him, you know. Got to start it with him because legend.
Legend for sure.
Another sad passing that, you know, there's always seems to be one, but this man just has as many hits as you can count. So
for sure. No, it's another great hip hop loss.
Can't go too far because, you know, fair use is not really a thing.
Yeah, as much as we'd like to pay, you know, homage correctly, we cannot because, hey, laws state that we can't.
We can throw a couple gunshots for him, though, you know?
Yeah,
at least we got that now to be able to do that.
Something like that.
But yes, rest in peace, Biz Markie. Another sad thing that I honestly didn't catch as it came out. I just like heard about it kind of via other outlets like similar to ours. So
yeah, when we were detailing a car yesterday, as you guys know, we do that, and Adam was like, he's like, well, not funny, but funny because I guess I don't know how you didn't know, but he was like, the Bismarck, when did he die? I was like, right after our pod. He's like, holy shit.
Yeah, like
kind of like he didn't realize it, but.
Well, Joe Budden put out his like first pod on YouTube in like 7 episodes because he's been keeping everything low key apparently.
No, he's been on Patreon.
Been on Patreon, and I heard them talking about it, and I was like, wait a second, like when did this episode drop? And for some reason, I don't know, everything was just kind of crossed. But I was like, oh shit, like
yeah, no, it's
pretty
crazy. It's crazy that he ended up passing like that. But I guess he was sick for like a year or so.
Yeah,
and that sucks, man.
I think he was like 57, if I'm not mistaken.
Too young.
Yeah,
a lot of hip hop greats lose their lives early. It seems, you know.
Yeah,
and you know, I guess it's relative. What is early? You know, there's people who pass in their 20s, 30s, but 50 is still fairly young, man. Like,
yeah.
You still have a lot of life left ahead of you.
50s is very young, honestly.
You know, and it sucks that had to happen. So again, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Is and you know, if you don't know much about him, you should go check out some of his music and do your homework.
And just in general, yeah, like look at what other artists had to say about him. I mean, he was a legendary crate digger. You know, for those who don't know what that means, they look for like for records for samples and shit like that. And you know, in amongst the crate digger community, there was legendary tales of him just like going in and wiping out the entire fucking record section. And so by the time you got there already, you're like, oh shit, well, Biz has been here, you know.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so there was some cool stories about it. I guess we can introduce the show real fast and we can continue. I mean, I don't mind talking about Biz, so
yeah, whatever you want to do. Just I'm sure you should tell them what they're watching.
For sure.
They don't know yet.
Let's get ready to podcast. Lackluster, sorry.
I've noticed that the inflection in that has changed. Like,
you know what, man? I don't know. We got to work on something else because it is what
I
it
was just thinking about that in the shower today, where coincidentally I get some of my greatest thinking done.
Shower is a great place.
Okay, so the bathroom is a great.
Oh, hang on. So this is the Kiona and Kasson podcast, episode number 102. I'm your host Adam here with my brother Osama.
This is like the equivalent of like the next step from like that bass class in college. Did you ever get the less than bass class? Like,
or like 99 or some
yeah.
shit? You're too stupid for college level courses, but you could still take a course while here.
They like send you back to high school technically for like
it's not even worth credit.
It doesn't even count. It doesn't count. What am I even here for? If they're not gonna let you win, what am I even playing this for? Like what?
High school was the prerequisites. I got all that shit done there. College,
you shouldn't go to college to learn the same thing they taught you in high school.
Yeah.
But either way, back to 102. We're here.
Yeah, we're here. 102 is definitely
just pissed myself off. Fuck. Yo, I don't want to like say it, but I'm gonna say it. Fuck college. However, not okay. That comes with a caveat, as most things do. If you're going for to be a doctor, to get your law degree. If you're
going for a profession that you actually require specialist knowledge in your field that you can only get via college.
Go to college to get your bachelor's if you plan on not going further in things that aren't going to get you anywhere. Right?
You go get your bachelor's now to make $45-50 a year.
Yeah, man. You know how much you got in student loans, dude? Listen, they don't teach you everything. And maybe they do now in school because we haven't been in school in a long time.
But listen, it's always been that way. Like, we'll teach you like technical book related shit, but you're not going to actually know anything until you're in your field.
They teach you how to run the same race everybody else is running. They don't teach you how to they don't. Education isn't customized for every student. It's going to be a mass produced, slaughterhouse, pump them out type of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's fucked up.
It's an assembly line.
Yeah,
just get these guys this base amount of knowledge. And, if they pass with just barely, we'll still allow that to happen.
Oh, man, listen.
And then we'll get them right up out of here.
I am a great example of somebody who didn't do well in high school. Not because I'm retarded, right? But because but because of the fact that I just didn't care for... The structure of it doesn't stimulate everybody. Some people are really good at being in class, listening to somebody regurgitate. It takes a lot.
Being a straight A student does not translate to being good at your profession.
I think it takes a lot to become a teacher. I think it should be just like becoming a police officer should require more. Becoming a teacher, or even when you get to college levels, professors, I think it takes a lot to stimulate a student, right? Because not everybody wants to sit in a classroom and just listen to it doesn't. As a child, it doesn't register the end game. It just is this is what they tell me to do, right? You're like, all right, fuck it. For some reason they say if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it? But now everybody's jumping off a bridge and you're making me go with them.
You just sparked a small thought that, all the people who maybe they weren't the smartest in high school or didn't really see a big and they didn't want to go into college and specialize.
Let me just ask, are you saying smartest as in, or not the smartest as in, not smart, or not
as in not smart, no prospects, no ambition type of thing.
Not on paper smart.
No,
because there's a difference, right?
Just what I mean,
so somebody who really is stupid and has no potential.
Yeah, the one who just doesn't have any aspirations.
I wasn't the stupid. I was just the no.
But so the point is, you said police officers should require more training. I just realized that the Army sets up at your lunchroom in high school to try to get you basically, you don't really have a future, come join Army.
It's a single
and then the police
file in line.
The police force is the same thing. Somebody who, hey, you were able to get your GED, now you're qualified to be a police officer.
Yeah,
all the fucking professions that put you in arms.
You can.
You don't have to be smart.
You have to have 60 credit hours to become a police officer.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Maybe in some places, it's not always
here for sure. 60 credit hours. Regardless of that, I don't want to get on the police topic. I'm
just saying, every job that puts a gun in your hand, you don't have to be particularly well trained for, or be particular.
Listen, they're not training us for anything. They're not training us for the job. They're training us to just be a worker. That's all they want.
You're completely missing my point here, but that's
I know.
fine.
But I'm saying, I don't know. But so back to the opening.
Let's get to your point.
To your opening. Let's get ready to podcast.
Uh-huh.
As I was in the shower, right? I think a lot of people get some of the best thinking done. I don't know why.
It's because the water massages your scalp and sparks.
But what if it's not
stimulates the follicles?
I don't need the water to hit my scalp to me. Getting in the shower, the ideas start flowing almost instantly. It's funny. And almost damn near the second I turn the water off, I forget every one of them. But I got them in my head for the time of the shower. That's why sometimes I'll if I have my phone near, I'll text you or something. I'll be oh shit, just so we don't forget, or put it in the notes.
Yeah, my fucking notes thing on my phone is filled with 9,000 thoughts. So.
You're dude, this was 4 years ago. It doesn't even matter. What was the point? But so it's funny because the bathroom is such a contemplative. Yes. Contemplative. Place, right? You take a shit. While you're taking a shit, you think about how you don't.
It's where you're the most alone.
Yeah,
nobody's trying to be in there with you.
But it is your most vulnerable point as well.
Hey, why do some women want to talk to you while you're trying to be in the bathroom?
I don't know, dude.
Is BB like that? Should be trying to have conversations with you on the toilet?
Our bathroom isn't far from living space, so it's gonna happen. I'm like, babe, I need some toilet paper.
I mean, but that's one thing. But
drop it near the door.
But just hanging out right outside of the door and just having a conversation, I don't know.
I don't know, man. But it's the bathroom that you think a lot in, right? Uh-huh. And why is it that with your dick out you think best? Your other head breathes good. With our powers combined, we're
I think that's just coincidence, to be honest with you. It's only because outside of in your bedroom, I guess the bathroom was the place where you have your dick out the most.
No, I think the bathroom. Like you sleep naked in your bedroom?
Nah, but I mean, like, people are naked in their bedroom all the time.
I can't sleep naked.
For various
I
reasons.
think that's just funny. Like you flip over and then your dick follows a few seconds later. Like, boom.
Well, yeah,
it's just a weird thing. I like to cover my boys like while I sleep. I don't know if it's a thing of I don't want to be asleep with my dick out vulnerable. Like that's a whole other thing. I mean,
yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea for me anyway. I got a dog that lives in my bedroom, so
I don't think it's the most advantageous point to come from if you got to fight somebody in the middle of the night.
I mean, the last thing I'm trying to do.
Let me put some pants on. I don't want
the last thing I'm trying to do is have that thought in my. Listen, the same thing I said when we first moved into this place. I'm not thinking about the accommodations that would work for other people. Same way I'm not thinking about if somebody breaks into my house on an inconvenient night. Sorry, dude, you're going to see my dick as you get your ass beat.
I get it. But I don't want to fight like that. So I'm like, dude, my dick's out. Hold on.
Nobody wants to fight somebody naked.
Wait,
but like,
dude.
I mean,
wait. Adam, don't fight yet. Hold on. Let me put some drawers on, man. This is weird.
Let me wipe.
This is weird. My dick's all on you while we're fucking fighting. We're wrestling on the floor. Like, it's 3 a.m. It's dark. This is getting sexual. Stop.
How many situations when you're fighting is like ideal anyway? You know, most of the time it falls into a situation where you're just like, all right, well, I guess
dude,
this
I
is
just
what's gonna
bought
happen
this
now.
coffee.
There's never a convenient time to fight unless you're like lining it up, you know?
Yeah. But imagine like you're walking, you just get a meal and somebody just fights you and knocks it out. Like I don't think that person was thinking.
Listen,
clearly.
I believe I already told the story on the pod, but I done stabbed a kid in the back for stealing my lunch, all right, with a sharpened pencil. Don't be trying to fuck around with my food walking into it.
I get it.
You'll get your ass beat.
That's also very violent. But
I was in kindergarten.
So I'm saying
started out as G.
The person that takes the meal or like hits the person that had just got a meal, I don't think they're coming from a clear-minded place because you would assume that the person that had that food was probably hungry. And I've never been a happy person when my food wasn't with me, like right when I needed it at a restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I grabbed it, I walk out, I am going to Max, and somebody comes by and just like, I don't know, blindside you. Now I got rage and hangriness coming at you. You might actually I might eat you.
You're probably going to get killed at that point.
I will.
Like, first of all, I was hungry, and then you just snuff me for no reason. Nah, that's not.
Dude, to be the victim of an accidental snuff walking out.
I don't even
of
think
a
it's
restaurant.
accidental.
No,
they be doing that shit now in fucking, like, that happens downtown. People be getting out and just fucking trying to knock out.
I'm not
whatever.
talking about that. That is a whole other level.
But who's walking into the restaurant just trying to hit you anyway?
No, I'm talking about walking out of the restaurant. You accidentally get bumped like by somebody who's like being a little more aggressive and not realizing you're coming, or they're going after a guy and you.
They better be apologetic at least.
I don't know that I'll be like, yo, I know you're sorry or you say you are, but I need you to go get me another 2-piece with mild sauce from Harold's real quick, please, because I just don't know if
Why the fuck would you even sell a 2-piece? Who the hell wants only 2 pieces?
Well, sometimes you don't want 4.
Yeah, but like I'd rather have more than I need than not enough.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
2 pieces is just not a lot.
Anyway, so we need a new beginning to this song, this here. Ready to podcast? How about we just be like, we put a...
Well, here's the thing. My beginnings never work because you never shut the fuck up. You know?
I think most people are going to agree that let's get ready to podcast.
But I think most people are going to agree that you never shut up when I'm in the middle of my intro, which also makes it where it just doesn't flow as well, you know?
That's our shtick.
That's not.
It's my pleasure.
No, it's your shtick. And you can know what you can do.
So what about we put like a... similar to the Wayans brothers, we got some scratching.
Well, the problem is that this thing didn't come with a scratch board on it, which would have been nice.
I got an idea. What if we're not even on camera when the shit starts and we walk up and take a seat and say, we back, bitch?
But that's just manufactured. It ain't even like... we got to set up the camera, we got to set up the seats, and then we got to like come from off camera at both sides.
We put the mics this way.
This is stupid.
No,
I don't like it.
You're telling me that let's get ready to podcast isn't as manufactured as that?
I think we should like have some B-roll of an empty one, and then just turn it off the camera, get in the seats, hit the camera again, And then boom, pop up in the camera.
What about like in the movie The Ring, which is creepy as fuck?
Just have like my finger come in and snap, and then both of us in the chair.
Yeah, something like
TikTok
that. Or
shit.
like, you know how like when you used to adjust the tracking on an old TV, and it would, and then like we're here.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out.
I think all that sounds really stupid.
All of it's stupid.
Yours is dumb too, though.
Yeah, but it's something. I mean, I gotta. You gotta
can
I?
Get okay. Can will you give me the opportunity next week to come and do my own beginning?
You want to open the show?
No, not open, but like I guess maybe open, but like present a new idea for the opening.
No, I mean, go ahead.
All right, y'all. Wait till next week. Adam shit is gonna be out the window.
We went up to
get ready to podcast.
Just before we started potting. I noticed that we went up to 145. Let's see how low we drop next.
Not low. Can you
go? Man, YouTube is fucking with my shit.
Let's just talk about YouTube for a second.
Let's say fuck YouTube.
I don't get it.
I know we are hosted on your shit, but like,
I don't get it.
I don't know why we even bothered.
So yesterday, we don't get a lot of views, so we are able to.
We notice when we lacking some shit.
Right. So when we're looking at the numbers, somehow lately with YouTube, comments were being deleted right out of nowhere. And
comments,
also,
likes disappear, fucking views disappear.
Yeah, likes. So me and Adam will both like the podcast.
Yeah, because
say what you want. So we'll both like the podcast, and then
that's hilarious.
From two completely different, accounts. Yeah, somebody's laughing at us. So we'll do that, right? And then at some point, I'll be like, yo, why do we only, I liked it and we have 0. And then he'll look and like, we have 1. And then be like, well, I liked it too. So why do we only have 1 like?
Yeah, they're even taking our likes away. They're like, you can't like your own shit.
They're like, damn, that's bogus. And then also, so yesterday we had 110 views of last podcast.
Yeah, we're very aware.
Don't make fun of our barely triple digit numbers. It makes. Hey
man, listen, we have one episode where we got to like almost 600 views so far.
Yeah, we're proud of that one. I don't know who watched it.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Hey, go back and watch that shit. See where we've grown.
Yeah, man. If you did that, you'd really be a fan.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, damn, look at these kids, huh?
And then today,
we didn't even make any money on them. We still improved.
Today's views were like 75
on
the same video, and then somehow we bump up a subscriber.
I think it's because we're just too.
None of this is happening.
I think we're just too self-aware of like the performance, and that's hindering us. We should just not be paying attention to it.
I don't understand the idea that all of this can be like subtracted. I didn't know you could subtract the view.
I would like to know what our figures actually look like. YouTube,
Yeah. Well, like again, if this is so, this plays into my question of the day: is this all a simulation? If this is all a simulation,
thought you had a completely different question of the day.
No, my question of the day is, what if this? So I'm gonna spit it like a passer. If this here is all a simulation, what the fuck is the end game? You tell me.
I don't think that they're saying what the fuck. First of all,
who?
A pastor.
How do you know? I'd be that. If I was
because they're in a church.
If I was a pastor, I'd be cursing.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
It's not very holy.
They say don't say. It says don't put your God's name in vain.
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Don't say fucking church.
You said bitch and in the Bible. Listen, I'm just telling you right now. Somebody's gonna comment and be like, "Yeah, you wrong, bro. You can't do that shit."
It says don't use the Lord's name.
Let him know that that's not even right. You can't say fuck as a pastor.
Listen, I am not.
You can't be like, listen, I'm gonna talk to my congregation, but I'm gonna be like, listen. So let all y'all motherfuckers know.
This is what that's how I would talk.
You can't.
Listen, yes, you can.
It's not a thing.
It says I am no religious person. I am actually probably
gonna ban you from the church and be like, you can't even pastor anymore.
I'm never gonna go to a church again anyway.
Preach?
Huh?
Do pastors preach?
I don't know.
Preachers pastor? I don't know.
That's a good question. However, what I'm saying is,
no, I don't know. I don't think this is a simulation.
It says don't use the Lord's name in vain, right? Mm-hmm. Lord's name.
I guess I didn't read it.
Lord's name ain't motherfucker.
No, that's true.
It isn't. So if I say, hey, you motherfuckers out there better listen to what the fuck I got to say.
So first of all, let's break this down. What the fuck does fuck actually mean if you put a definition on it? Is it all just like Urban Dictionary definitions?
Look it up in Oxford Dictionary.
Webster's,
all that.
Got to say.
So listen, all I'm saying is all of that shit, you can say all of it. You just can't say Like you can't say vulgar slang. Say the Lord is a motherfucker. Like you can't say that.
Where is this definition from? Oh, this is from Oxford. Okay, so
I said
fuck says is vulgar slang, right? And it can be used as a verb to have sex with someone.
Let's fuck.
So ruin or damage something.
He fucked that up.
A noun, an act or instance of having sex.
We about to go fuck.
Or an exclamation used alone or as a noun or verb in various phrases to express annoyance, contempt, or impatience. Damn.
Yeah, man. Fuck is a versatile word.
How to use fuck in a sentence. I'm not even gonna look at that shit because I'm sure it's hilarious.
So listen, I'm telling you that ain't no way a pastor, reverend, what's the difference? Don't know. All these guys aren't in church. Just
deacon.
If they had listen,
father.
Everybody's been in a religious building and thought the word dick,
imam,
dick. Like there's been like all these words have been thought. You can think them.
Listen, man. Okay, we grew up watching Bart Simpson act out in church.
Here's my question.
Of course.
Here's my question. You thinking? So they say he's all seeing, all knowing. Correct?
Santa Claus?
That goes back to that conversation.
Are they the same person? Because they're both expressed with white beards.
I think that Santa Claus and Jesus are white and bearded.
Oh, no, Jesus can't be white.
No. I mean,
only the white people believe that Jesus is white.
I meant to say that differently.
Yeah.
I think that they make them both white and bearded because maybe they are one and the same to them. I don't know.
They do celebrate Christmas with Santa Claus, and it's Jesus' birthday. Hey, man, no, we kind of just went real deep because now Christmas, right? The birth of Jesus, but Santa Claus is the one who brings you gifts on that day. There's a whole lot of back and forth with that.
Whole other question.
Hey, somebody fact check me. Let me know. Is this true?
Who the fuck is gonna know that?
I don't know.
All right, so listen, my next question about it is, if he's all seeing, all knowing, you think he doesn't know that you're thinking about wanting to fuck in church? Like listen, I've never really been in church like that after like a certain age. I was there a couple times when I went to like Catholic school for no reason.
Done it for like weddings and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you went to Catholic school. That's a weird
for
topic
kindergarten.
Too. Like for Pops being as Arab as he is.
Yeah, for kindergarten. I don't know what the fuck that was. It was a weird lapse in judgment for everybody. And then I've been to, we grew up Muslim, and I'm not really because I don't think anything about
we grew up that, yes, kind of, but as I have recently expressed to my parents, I am religion free. I just
I'm not with
nothing to do with the whole believing and all that. I don't like to mix religion in my life because it's just a bunch of hypocrites for the most part, and I don't want to
get to this part. What I'm trying to say is,
I mean, listen, man,
there's
we're gonna
no
give it
way
the real.
You're telling me you can't say motherfucker in church.
I'm pretty positive you can't say motherfucker in church.
Motherfucker, you crazy.
The people who are religious, they limit their curse words to what is in the Bible. The first thing, hell, damnation, damn this nation.
This ain't no hateration or holleration in this.
What is it, in this deserty?
No. In this, what do you say? In this, fuck. What is? I was saying it the other day while I was walking through my house. Ain't no hateration or holleration in this. Fuck, never mind. I can't remember anyway.
Pretty sure that I was close.
What'd you call it?
In this deserty?
No, I don't think that's it. But
hey.
So either way, listen, I don't want nobody talking to me about nothing serious that acts like they don't curse. Everybody fucking curses.
I don't know. Hey, you know who's like speaking of
you're gonna sit up there and talk
preachers.
to me for 45 minutes without saying fuck?
They're trying to get in.
I accidentally say fuck in all sorts of conversations.
What's that one like super fucking like super church guy, Joel Osteen or whatever? They're getting in his ass right now because this guy got like Lambos, fucking nice big ass mansions and shit.
I could have told you that.
Like, well, no, they knew that, but they're like, you just straight up robbing everybody.
Listen, I don't get why you keep giving.
I'm pretty sure that collection plate is for the church. And the church is already the size of a super mall.
Well, that's a really... Okay, so if the collection plate is for the church...
Or to help out the local community, I believe.
That's what it says? I thought it was just... Well, listen, we collected it in the church, so it's for the church.
And technically it's his church, so it's his money? Is that how it works? Or is he just a complete con who's like, yeah, baby,
listen,
balling?
I'm of the mind state that he's probably a pretty big con.
I'm thinking so.
Like they're gonna make a movie about him in like 10 years called The Big Con.
They probably already have it in the works. I don't think it'll take 10 years.
It's gonna be Mega Church or Mega Dickhead, and that's gonna be the name.
It's a pretty good title.
Mega Church or he actually does maybe not Dickhead, Major Church or Major Dork. You be the judge.
You should buy that domain name.
Right now, like that'd be hilarious.
That's how
there's too many variances of that though. You can change that completely. Like
that's how Mark Cuban got fucking rich. That's how he started off.
Yeah, but he started early. He was fucking.
I think he bought like he had like Bloomberg or something like that. I think, and then they bought it for like $1 billion. That's how he made his first fucking fortune. I'm like, yo, they gave you $1 billion for that website name. That's how you got rich?
Bloomberg got money.
Why I've been sitting here busting my ass fucking cleaning cars?
Yeah. Can we talk about how hot it was yesterday?
No, actually, well, let's get into that. But this is where I thought your like main question of the day was going,
my
right?
Fucking mustache keeps getting
I know my beard hair keeps doing it too. But
it's not the greatest.
This is where I thought you were going with that, is you were saying, okay, we start our day off with 80s music, right? And
we do.
It's a classic rock shit. You know, shit we grew up with our dad.
I think we've talked about how this is like somehow.
But so you wanted to set this up in a way where you're driving down in your little sports car,
driving down the street.
Let me get the song. Let me get the song right because I want to make sure that
slapping the hose.
We set this up.
Went to the park to get the scoop.
So the song,
knuckleheads out there, cold shooting some hoops.
The song is, and you know what? Let me actually. I don't know if the name of the song is this. So let me just double check. But it's Here I Go Again on My Own, right?
Here I go again on my own. Walking down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
I don't know if this is the right one.
Wasted my time.
Man, my Wi-Fi is like the worst shit of all time.
Yeah, your whole house is like a terrible spot for any kind of like internet connection.
Is this it?
This sounds like something. We should have played this in the last segment, talking about church. And the motherfucking church says amen. Can I get a motherfucker?
I don't think this is right.
Oh, I told you, it sounds like some shit I should have played in the last segment.
I have no idea what the fuck Apple Music has on it. I've encountered some really weird shit on Apple Music. But anyway, so you're driving down in your little sports car, whatever, little coupe, you know, maybe top down, driving down a little east side highway somewhere that's not in Chicago.
Okay.
You got Here I Go. You got to be in California,
this is
right?
From yesterday.
So you got Here I Go Again on My Own, just blasting in the car.
Right.
So where are you going? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your life like right now?
So this is 1980.
And mind you, with the lyrics, going down the only road I've ever known, like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. So now,
wait. You're a drifter, but you only been on one road your whole life?
He said like a drifter.
So what's like a drifter? What the fuck? You're either a hitchhiker or you don't.
He said he was born to walk alone because drifters don't have.
So basically, he's been walking down the same low road his whole life.
Well, no, he's
listen. Like a drifter,
multiple times.
Right. But he's been only walking down this road alone.
Evidently, well, the only one he's ever known. At least he might have been down other ones he didn't know.
But if this is your neighborhood, you should know the street. At least
who says it's his neighborhood? Maybe he.
Well, where does he live? Listen, this is getting too many questions. I'm gonna say right now. If this is the first time he's actually been driving down this road, the only one he's ever known, right?
Trying to see where it leads.
Right.
What's on the other side of this road?
Right. So what are we driving now? What year is this?
Well, 1982 is when the song came out, I believe.
Probably like some sort of like Trans Am or Camaro.
Or actually, that was the song that was the wrong one that came out in 1982. But somewhere in the same.
All right. So I think maybe not. I think maybe you should look it up. But okay, so I'm gonna be. So what am I listening to? Was the question?
No, so that's what you're listening to. But where are you going? What are you doing?
If it's the only road I've ever known, probably just the corner store, or more than likely like the gas station. Because if it's the only, I don't want to
take this where you want to take it because
I don't want to get lost. Firstly, if I don't know any other roads, what are we gonna do when I get to them and I don't know how to get back to this one?
This was kind of your question that I just presented, so you got to take it where you want to take it.
And you know how I'm gonna dissect it. I'm gonna dissect it like an asshole. So I don't want to get lost.
So I guess that is the right song.
Can't be. Just skip ahead.
Let me see.
Your fingers too fat? There we go, see? Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. I made up my mind. I made up my mind, not wasting my time. But I will say, if it's the only road he's ever known, and he seems to be...
Damn it, I was looking for the year.
He seems to be at least in his 30s, right? So he's probably got to do some more.
Oh, it was 1982. Okay, so there you go.
So he's got a little bit more to do. If
1982.
If I do say so myself. Like, listen, I don't know. There's not much. We're not going anywhere. It's the only road he's ever known. Unless it's Western Avenue, which is like the longest fucking road uninterrupted, like in the country or whatever. That's a long road. Then you can go somewhere. But if it's like, let's say, the last street we lived on, I think only existed for like 7 blocks.
All right, let's say that you're more of a lying ass
and
like little crybaby than you should be.
There was no stores, right? So like you're not even going anywhere. You might die. There's nowhere to eat.
Let's say you're driving down the road in the Trans Am, just T-tops off and whatnot, just enjoying your life down the road, cruising to this song. I mean, I don't know. This was your question for me, so I gotta know where your mind was when you were talking about setting this up.
I was just wondering if you were gonna say. I wanted to see like
how I set it up and where I took it.
Just to explore, man. Just to explore this thought, because we weren't there. I mean, I was there in '85. You spent a couple weeks in the '80s, but like that's really all we weren't able to. We weren't able to just ride down this road, making up our mind about where we're going and probably only to the corner.
He ain't wasting no more time. So, but where's he going now?
He's probably gonna go explore things like other roads.
This is why nobody watches us. What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Okay, so here's my true question of the week. Here's my real question.
Oh my god, we're gonna
week.
Completely nix this whole fucking segment.
No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one. You're gonna have fun. So, all right. So, my question is, I was looking at a bee this week, right? I was like, all right, so it's a bee.
You're looking at a bee.
Yeah, I was watching a bee. Okay. And so I was like, what does it actually take to become the queen bee?
I think it's similar to like how royalty works in real life for this weird royal families that still exist for whatever reason. You're just kind of born into it,
So you're born into becoming a queen bee?
Well, have you ever seen the queen bee? Because that bitch is big,
Who's fucking? Like, who's the one fucking?
All of them.
They're all fucking?
I think it's just big, nasty.
Bees fuck?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
You ever seen bees fuck?
They do it in the hive, man. They get busy and...
Dude,
where do you think all the honey comes from?
Wait a minute. You're not telling me that honey is bee cum?
It might be.
Honey is bee cum?
I don't know, man.
Dude, if honey is
where else does it come from? What do they do in there? It's not like so they go into the fucking hive. Where I don't understand like where the shit comes from. It's like it's got to come from their body somehow. It's got to be some kind of
the honey.
Yeah,
I think it's made from pollination stuff.
Okay, but how much? I don't know.
Do we want to look up how pollination works?
No, because isn't that bee cum?
They fuck flowers? The fuck?
I'm pretty positive that to some degree.
Bees do not fuck flowers.
How do you make the flower bloom? What is it? Spitting on it? What does it mean to pollinate? So it's either the pollen is coming from the hive somehow, or the hive is coming from the pollen somehow.
So they're stinging the flower? I'm gonna look up how pollination works.
I don't know, man.
I sound really stupid.
Well, here's my problem. I don't like bees, so I don't really care how they work. I just want them out of my life.
I get it, but so the reason why I was thinking this is because they said that. Because I was having ants in the house, man. It's the worst. Like, fucking ants will get in anywhere. Yeah. You'll be like, it's like in Jerry Maguire. I got ants, Jerry. I got ants climbing up my wall.
I hate ants, too.
I don't know if we're supposed to be talking about Cuba Gooding Jr. He's a nasty dude.
I don't know.
But we weren't talking about him. We were talking about, fuck his dude's name in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah. Tom.
No, not Tom Cruise. What's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s name? In,
I don't know.
Rod Thorne, right? Rod Thorne.
That sounds right.
It's not Ramathorn. No. So Rod Thorne. So he had ants all up his wall. We didn't have ants that bad, but it was enough where you're just like, dude, you're annoying, and I don't want to kill you, but I don't know what else to do with you. So I bought.
Man, fuck that. Listen, I have no soft spot in my body for bugs in my house.
Adam is afraid
I will kill
of
you,
insects.
bitch. I am not afraid of insects. See, this is where you're wrong. I am not afraid of them. I prefer them dead.
They won't.
If I was afraid of them, I wouldn't even go and kill them. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference.
They're still going.
Fuck that bitch.
She even did the
sound like she
like the wind down from the laugh.
Stupid lady, you know.
Anyway, so listen, queen bees, right? Somehow, some way, they've been allocated. How do they? I don't get it. Do queen bees live for like a long time?
I don't know. I mean, if they're anything like Queen, whatever her face is, they are alive until 98.
Does every bee die every year?
Nah, I don't think so. Because then how the fuck do any of them come back?
Eggs?
Like, you can't repopulate with
Do they
nothing.
like lay eggs? Are bees from eggs?
I don't know.
There's a lot of questions in life that I don't know.
I don't care to know this much about bees.
You're afraid of insects.
I'm not afraid of insects.
A fly touched your leg yesterday and you went, ah!
I did not.
I said, what's going on? You said something touched my leg.
Never do I.
We were in an alley.
Don't you ever put the on me, motherfucker.
Listen, me and Adam were in an alleyway with our boy, and something touched his leg, and he cried a little bit. And I was like, he's like, I peed a little bit.
Look at the narratives you paint.
I've had a little wee.
I'm gonna remember all of these nonsenses that you put on me, and I'm gonna bust your ass when we get to this one-on-one. You just wait.
I've had a wee. That shit's is hilarious. But so we were in an alley, not like the jungle, or it wasn't dark and mosquito. It was literally the middle of the day, no bushes around, like nothing that possibly really could have hurt him.
Hey, listen, man. Bees are all over back because there's garbage cans back there.
For the most part, bees don't really want you. And
fuck what you talking about, man? I got stung last year.
Wasps want your ass. Like wasps may be the biggest asshole on. They just fly around like.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not afraid of them. I do not fuck with them.
I imagine wasps to fly around just looking to fucking like they look like somebody that really wants to beat people up, like a bully, you know?
Okay.
But like wasps don't understand like their vulnerabilities. Like I could swat at you and maybe you'll sting me, but you'll be dead.
Yeah.
You'll be dead.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, I thought about this the other day because I was like, there's got to be some kind of major takeover that some insect is capable of pulling off. I had theorized that it would be ants. I had theorized that it would be ants because they, first of all, are very smart, work together very well.
By us pretty well. I think in order for an insect to take over, you gotta consider
ants got numbers,
their ability to remove us.
Ants got numbers. They got numbers. They can, you know. But
ants got numbers. What the fuck does
but
that
then,
mean?
anyway, listen. That led me to the thought that I was like,
enough ants that like could fill my body, right? Like the amount of that density, that's probably a billions and billions and maybe a trillion ants, right?
I think you underestimate how big some ants can be. First of all,
some ants are big.
But regardless, it got me to the thought that I was like, all right, well,
it takes a lot for an ant to live to be big.
They can only fight us.
They are death-defying.
They can only fight us from a primitive stance. We have warfare weapons that we can use against them, so they cannot really ever take over unless we just kind of
I've never, ever considered the idea that things we can kill ants or insects with are warfare weapons.
Well, I mean, to them,
it's not really war. They're just like there because
even us having like a fly swatter is a leg up because they don't have any. They don't have weapons.
Warfare.
They don't have weapons they can use against us.
Would you consider the shotgun the salt shotgun? What's wrong?
I don't know. That is something.
Oh, would you consider the salt shotgun you have in your garage to shoot insects a weapon of mass destruction? Then
against the intended target, yes.
So you would call that a WMD?
Against the intended target, absolutely, because they have no fucking defense against that.
So you just shoot them from across the room, unsuspecting. Clow.
Bow, bitch.
So that's a weapon of mass destruction. Okay.
Yeah, like it would sound like this, but not really, because it's an assault gun, not an assault gun.
Oh man, is that what it's called? Assault gun? I thought you should.
No, they already have that name.
You made that up. I was going to give you a lot of props. I'm glad you were able to admit that, so you didn't get any credit.
Well, actually, you know what? No, that I didn't. No, it's called bug assault. You'll see it when we take a break.
It should be assault gun.
Yeah,
because that's even funnier. Like it's a salt gun.
Yeah,
assault gun.
I did do that. That was me.
You've had a wee.
We went to go play ball again. You know?
Oh, we did. Adam has succumbed to a little bit of an early in the game getting back to injury, if you will. I don't know if I worded that correctly.
So I think I just overstretched.
Let me reword that. Adam has fucked himself up early on in the getting back to hooping game.
Not so much fucked up. Listen, I think I overstretched, and I was like
over or under?
Overstretched because you should still warm up your muscles a little bit before you stretch. It's just a word to the wise. And I think I just a little groin pull type of thing. It's not like on my dick, but it's next to it.
My dick.
So that kind of hinders me running a little bit, but. We had another little productive shoot around.
Yeah, no, I think
my shot was starting to feel pretty good. I was like, all right,
Yeah, we're getting some reps up. We haven't played any 1-on-1. We probably would have played that game. Actually, we had a chance to play a 3-on-3. I was down. Adam said his dick hurt. They said, what? Why would your dick hurt? You're on the court. Get the fuck out of here. They beat Adam up. I was like, dude.
Yeah, right.
I stopped them, but I was like, I let them get 1 or 2 licks in because you can't say my dick hurts on the basketball court.
First of all.
But then I proceeded to whoop everyone's ass.
I never said my dick hurt. I said I had a groin pull. It's different.
Listen,
number 2, please.
All I'm saying is,
I had to take all of them.
In my story.
Right? And then number 3.
This is what happened.
And then number 3, you didn't play with them, so you didn't bust anybody's ass. And
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was like, I think
I even smoked you in the 2 games of horse that we played. You know what I'm saying?
But the last 2 before that, I beat you. But anyway, no. Yeah. I got him on. I got it on. I got it recorded.
But I'm saying the one that we played on Wednesday.
No. The 2 games before and the day before. But anyway, no, I think they needed us. They needed us both to play a 3-on-3. So we didn't play.
They were waiting on people to come, and they weren't there yet.
But Adam and I, we played. We're getting reps up. That's the most important thing. I keep fucking with Adam. We keep playing that
like a 10 spot shot, or 10 shot spot thing.
Yeah, and I've been going half court just to see where we're at.
I don't know why you choose.
My elbow was fucking killing me the day after that.
I had a couple good shots going from that little range.
Yes, we were all right. But yeah, no, it was
getting
nice.
accustomed to it.
So so
my dog attacked me like Wolverine yesterday.
No, but yeah, we've been recording a little bit, and the game will be coming soon. We promise that. Adam just needs to heal up and get a few more games in because he's only gone twice.
Yeah,
and it's only fair that he gets a few more reps in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll let you know. It won't be long before I'm ready. I'll let you know. Yeah. I just got to make sure I nurse this little pull over here and make sure we good to go there because that definitely stops me from having my range of motion. You know? Went up for a couple of layups when we were playing, and I was like, "Ooh, felt that a little bit."
Yeah, but it's not fair because we were playing horse, and it limited what I was gonna do because I was like off the backboard. Oh, you're injured.
I mean, listen, let's be real. Not many of those you're going to make anyway.
No, I'm saying
it's when you went to do like reverses and shit.
I almost literally just wanted to throw it off the backboard, catch it, and just lay it in regular. And I was like,
yeah, I couldn't even do that. But the shots were fine. It was just like running and jumping that I couldn't really do very well. So.
Did you see those the pictures of those that I put on the story?
Yeah.
I'm about to post. I'm actually
Daniel was like, did he make that the whatever, or did he like dunk it? I was like, Sam can't dunk, right?
No, I definitely can't dunk. But that picture did look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, he was trying a 360 layup. He's like, did he make it? I was like, I don't think so.
I may or may not have, but it's not. Let the people know I don't be like. It doesn't like not.
Listen, I ain't letting the people know anything. The stupid shit you're trying to paint about me today, fuck you. Sell your own shit.
In his story, I get it. Yeah. But no, like I probably didn't make that one. But no, I made that was a cool picture. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, that makes it look like I'm still like 20-some years old jumping and shit.
Hey man, listen,
you gotta admit it was a cool looking picture.
If any of you want to,
you're like this. You're like.
If any of you want to come and photograph us there for free,
yeah. No, we
need a photographer. You know what I mean?
Enjoy that.
Yeah, you can come and get on like a game of 21 with us or something too.
Yeah.
Put the camera down for a minute.
Yes, indeed.
So I don't know. We need to. Where are we at right now? First of all,
43. We got a little bit. Why we want to?
We can break. Yeah, because then we can talk about the finals results when we come back.
Oh yeah.
And get into whatever other shit. I think there's couple other things that I wanted to talk about. I didn't come unprepared today. I came with actual topics. We've just been talking about a lot of nonsense. So we will get to...
well, we talk about nonsense generally speaking.
I mean, that's
most of this, yeah.
It is. But we'll get to the shit,
Yeah,
whatever.
Stuff like Dr. Dre's alimony and taking shits with your shirt off at work.
Stuff like Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen, collaborating on a book. We'll talk about all those things. We'll be right back.
Are we bike?
We're never bike.
Well, I used to ride a bike to work, to home, to school.
I know. I've
It's
done
not
it all
my
too.
favorite thing I've ever done in my life.
Trust me.
I don't even know why I'm contemplating getting a new bike. I think honestly, the reason is there's some cool paths toward.
I didn't know
in
you
the
were
city.
contemplating getting a new bike.
I am thinking about getting a bike, but here's the funny thing about that: never got a new bike before in my life. This will be my first one.
I had a new mongoose. You know. That
No,
shit was pretty
I've
nice.
never. Every bike I've ever had was a hand-me-down, or was new, but wasn't necessarily from the store.
New to you type of thing.
Well, every bike
Just started out as someone else's, but then it's now mine.
Well, no, everyone was new to me because it was used, bought from somebody.
So what are you saying then?
Like I had a bike. The only new bike I had wasn't purchased from the store. It was when I was that white Huffy. Remember the white Huffy?
Stolen from the store?
Probably off a truck somewhere. Somebody got it from me somewhere. But
Oh, got you.
you know, man.
Say less.
You know the
Free to
man,
say less.
That man who got everything had that too. No, but remember that white Huffy I had? The problem with that white Huffy was when I used to fall on it, right? Or when you're a kid.
When I used to fall
Dude,
on
I
it.
had it when I was like, okay, I was probably 7 years old when I had this bike.
It's hilarious.
Maybe you know what I mean?
say.
Like 6 years old when I.
It just
had
sounds funny in a sense.
So that's the bike I had. I had training wheels on. You know, because I think that was my first bike. So
Wait, you're still on training wheels at 6?
no, I don't think I was 6 yet. I mean, I don't think maybe I don't know. I don't think I had a bike.
It's terrible, man.
I don't think I had no. I mean, fuck you. Look, we ain't have a bike. You know how when we were younger we didn't have like that. So I think that was when I first got.
Listen, you're full of shit. You know how old I was when you ran over my face with a bike?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you were riding bikes for a long time. You just sucked.
No. I ran over your face because I couldn't. That was a whole nother thing. I don't know how you ended up underneath that bike. That was like it was almost like one of those things in a cartoon where like something falls from a far height, and it's like right next to you, and it didn't hit you, but then all of a sudden it just falls over on you. That's kind of how it happened. Like,
You know, it's a miracle that I'm this intelligent and good looking. The way things could have turned
yeah,
out.
dude, I beat Adam up when he was younger. And we used to get into some brawls. It was funny because it would just be like, let's just watch TV. Boom,
I was always going to be the losing party because I'm telling you, at that age, 4 years was a difference in size as well.
Oh, of course, of course.
Set up for failure.
Of course.
But anyways, so Obama and Bruce Springsteen have a book coming out, right?
Well, that's a good way to just,
Yeah.
jump from topic to topic.
I got on because like I get
What a tangent.
I get these little notifications or whatever, right, from just random shit. I get an email, and so they have a book out called Renegades: Born in the USA.
Sounds like a book written by motorcycle gang members from the fucking early 1990s.
Sounds like if Jay-Z and Eminem put out a book together, you know.
Dude,
Dreams, myths, music. It seems to be the
so Bruce, the boss,
which we'll get into that. I still
and Obama, the president,
the 44.
They decided that
I'm so mad that he wasn't 45.
So a few things had to be of this, right? So they have to be good enough friends, firstly. So the boss and the Prez have to be good, have to be cool.
Well, clearly, I don't think you can like
They should
collaborate on a book together without.
It should be called the boss and the Prez.
I mean,
Well,
I don't
maybe
think
the Prez and the boss.
What if they started like a musical group?
Dude, I just don't understand.
Obama's musical as fuck. He loves that shit. So.
He does, but it's just weird that this is like. I would expect them to collaborate with maybe like Jay-Z. Not that it's like a black and a white thing or anything like that, but I just felt like maybe Jay-Z is probably somebody. I don't see the boss being around. Isn't he from England?
I don't know. I thought all those like
think
80s, 70s white rock musicians were from the Britons.
I think Bruce Springsteen is from fucking like he's English.
I don't know, man.
London. I am from London.
He might just be like a southern United States.
He's an English bloke.
Maybe.
Ever since
Why is he the boss?
That's a whole nother story. I don't know.
Who decided that he was the boss? Is the
It's
thing.
kind of on the same topic of how do you become a queen bee. We're not talking about Lil Kim. We're talking about...
Is it like T.I. where he was like, I proclaim myself the king of the South, so now therefore I am? Is it like...
I'm sorry.
Like Bruce Springsteen was like, yo, I'm the boss, Ricky Ross.
That thought, I've completely gone back to the Bees. Can you imagine...
So who's the boss now? Is it Rick Ross or is it Bruce Springsteen?
Can you imagine just a little bee bitch just...
I don't,
right?
I don't think that's how it works.
And she decides, I'm the queen, right? And they're like, no. And then she just...
Does she sit in a throne with like a fucking crown on and like
the power comes to her when she does that?
I don't know. Like, does she just fucking make orders from the throne type of thing? Like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. Cut his head off. Entertain me, bitch. Where's my
this
drink?
Is gonna be a question that's always gonna be unanswered, kind of like the Benjamin Button thing.
Oh, yes,
like what happens at the end of Benjamin Button's life.
So who's the real boss now? Rick Ross or Bruce Springsteen? You know?
Benjamin Button, did he stay?
We're done with Benjamin Button. We spoke about him too much, and Maisha knows that you're an idiot, and enough of that.
No. Did he stay?
Okay, I said we're going to talk about actual topics, and we have basketball to get into.
Have we ever spoken about, like, so you've watched the movie?
Which movie?
Benjamin Button.
No.
Well, what the hell? So
I don't. This is why we've been able to theorize because I don't know the actual story.
This is the movie we gotta watch on Patreon.
We're gonna do
because I want to know. Like, does it end with him being a young man, or is there like a baby crying and a smack on the ass, and then the screen goes black?
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how the format of those things are going to work, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of pausing, analyzing.
It's like 12-hour fucking videos. Benjamin Button, dude, he goes from old to, I'm assuming, a fetus.
I told you already, not a fetus. If he's going to go all the way back, he's going to be a fucking a semen.
And like literally a piece, like
like remember in Look Who's Talking?
Yes.
In the beginning when it had like the babies and
so
like
it's gonna be like they're jumping there. He's gonna go while all of them are going this way. He's gonna be going back. Don't go do that, guys. Believe me, I went through it reverse.
Like it's easier in here. Just stay here.
Yeah, it's a lot better here. It's warm. Probably. I don't know. I don't remember it.
All right. Well, listen. On that note, let's move to just basketball then, because clearly we don't have an answer for who the real boss is.
Do you take a shit with your shirt off? And if so, would you do it at work?
No, I don't.
Why not?
So do you shit with your shirt off?
Okay, so let me just talk to you a little bit, right?
Well, just as a yes or no question, answer that first.
So have you never had like that one...
If I'm about to jump in the shower, yeah.
No, I mean, well, that's...
I'll be butt ass on the toilet and then I'll go and get it.
But do you ever have that like... Okay, so sometimes you got to take the one leg out of the pants.
Yeah. It's gonna be a particularly like
But sometimes there's
gonna be a battle.
There's a level up. There's a level up in that. There's like okay, so we were talking about like weapons of mass destruction. That's like the highest level, right? We're not going there.
So what's the highest level
of
shit battles?
You got
battle shits.
Sometimes you got to take your shirt off.
That's the highest level
because you sweat.
That's not even the highest level.
No, you.
If I'm gonna go and jump in the shower afterwards because I know that because that's how my
what if
schedule is set up, then I'll be naked on the fucking toilet and then I'll just jump in the shower after I'm done handling business.
Well, I'm not saying I know anybody that does, but what if you're at work and it's been
not you personally, but a guy you know,
but an especially laborious one coming and you feel like okay
laborious. So have you? Did this guy you know?
Does that have anything to do with the laboratory? Is that like?
Because you're in there cooking up.
Laborious laboratory.
Oh no, it's because you're cooking up, so you're in the laboratory. You're in the lab.
It's lavatory. It's not laboratory.
It's a laboratory, but technically,
is it LAVR?
Laboratory.
Whatever.
We're in America, all right?
Yeah. So okay, all I'm saying is you've never been in a working position where you. Okay, so the. Full disclosure in this.
If everything was, if we use the proper term for everything that like the Britain English intended to be, our conversations would take 35 fucking times longer than they should.
Also, it'd be bad. It'd be bad.
Who says I'm going to the laboratory?
I would laugh. Everything said in an English accent is that much funnier, and I'll maintain that to the day I die.
But I think it's like that in like Australia.
Yeah, but not
like we have to be different here because the U.S. is fucking like that. But.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, back to it. So in this bathroom that I've never been in, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Did the guy had to take his shirt off?
It's a private bathroom. You can close the door and lock it. It's one
single person bathroom.
Single person bathroom.
And it got stalls.
Much like a handicap bathroom, But
you have a toilet and a sink and a door.
Yeah, sure, that's what it has in there. I don't know. I've never been. Okay, so like you get so that is why. Like I'm not talking about you getting a stall.
When I was working in an office building, there was one floor that was always being like constructed still, but the bathroom was operational. So I would go up to it was like the 24th floor or some shit. I go up there and take my shits.
So
when
you
I was at
just
work.
hear like loud ass noises in this echoing floor because
it was like fucking terrifying. Like you go up there and it's dark. And then like when you walk into the bathroom, you have to like flip on the switch, and it's the only thing. And like it's one of those lights where like the last one flickers a little bit before it finally powers on, and
like and then that's the one that usually shows something in the shadows, like ah.
Right, you're walking past the fucking mirror, and then all of a sudden something comes out of the mirror, like,
dude,
it's terrifying.
So yesterday, remember we were washing the car, and the mask was floating past in the alley. I was like, what the fuck? And like it was obviously a mask, but
that tells you everything you need to know about humankind. Look at where we're at, and you motherfuckers are still just taking your mask off and throwing it in the alley. Like, the hell wrong with y'all?
The fucked up thing is it probably came from my garage because the wind was cooking up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It might have been.
So listen, back to taking a shit at work, right? So this guy, whoever, that person whatever. When I was taking a work at shit, right, I had to take my shirt off.
All right, I'm gonna be real with you. It was me. I did it.
It was me.
I'll do it again, damn it.
That's what I'm getting to. It's kind of not a bad thing, man. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. Even with my private bathroom at work that was technically not supposed to be for me, I still wanted to wait until I got home to take a shit. I hate having to go outside of my house.
Really? Oh, I'll take a shit at work. You have to be.
I'll do it, especially because like at that point I have the same schedule every day, right? I'm there until fucking 3:30.
I kind of take a shit at the same times, man. Pretty regular. So I like to take a couple at work. Why not? Take
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Right,
I prefer I prefer the private lavatory.
The point wasn't shitting. The point was the fact that you might have to take your shirt off while doing so, and the fact that actually
you did.
It wasn't the worst thing, man. It wasn't the worst thing. It's not like I'm getting in a stall in a multi-person bathroom.
I don't understand the need.
There and taking my pants and my shirt off.
It's like if your shirt was particularly long. And like, yeah, like it's the 90s, and I have to have my shirt down to my knees and my fucking pants start at my knees.
Shit
like that's fine. Then yeah, maybe take your shirt off, but I don't think that you need to be that naked when you're taking a shit in public.
I would assume that the day that Dr. Dre got the settlement that he had to pay his wife $3 million a year in alimony, he took a shit with the shirt off that day.
Yeah, but he probably did it in his house or in his studio where he spends most of his time in one of those places.
I'm assuming he received it in a courtroom, right? I'm gonna go light that bathroom up. I'll be taking my shirt off as I'm walking in that bathroom.
If you're
everybody get out.
If you're doing it out of spite, that's one thing. You know, I've taken angry shits like fuck this, I'm about to blow their bathroom up.
Dude, you get in and be like, listen, I don't know if you want to be here for this.
But it's not often that you resort to like a spite shit, you know? Like Stacks, for instance, may God rest his soul. He used to spite shit when we leave him. Damn, we don't even know what time we at.
Yeah, we've been going for a little bit now.
Yeah. But
we'll assume 15 minutes or so.
Stacks used to spite shit, right? Like that would be his thing.
Used to spite shit.
If we left the house and we never really put him in a cage. Like he never ever was.
No, Stacks was not a cage dog.
So we would let him chill, but like he didn't like when we were gone. He had separation anxiety, and then he was like, even if you had just taken him outside and he just shit before you left, you would come home and sometimes there would just be shit because he was like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah, man. And that was like the
only real occurrence of spite shitting I've encountered.
In a dog for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Besides that, Stacks was a great dog, and he kind of outgrew that, as he got older, and he got a little bit closer to having those health issues. But other than that, he was a good dog, man.
His dog was hilarious. He used to I'd have the little green rope toy. It was his favorite.
I still
hold it up. He would literally run up your body and like jump to go and get it, and he was the most acrobatic dog I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Super acrobatic. It was crazy, crazy. Yeah, he was a good dog, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Stacks, for sure.
Indeed.
So now let's move to basketball because I don't know where we're at in time because you didn't set it up. So we have a little bit to discuss here. Things went much different than I anticipated.
How long do you think we were talking
for? Yeah, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe.
Really? Oh, that long, huh? Yeah. We did talk about shitting for a long time.
We took a lot of time on shitting.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this and make sure that I tell people to just
before
shit.
You go to basketball. Can we can't glance over this $3 million settlement.
I mean, $3 million in the grand, $3 million.
It's like
even if it was 30 million, Drake got it. He's good.
No, I think it was like 300,000 a month or something like that.
Damn, even Diddy baby mom only got 30.
Shit, 300 grand a month, and it's. I think the
they want him to be broken. Like
stipulation
a couple of years.
Is that it continues until she gets married again. Dude, I would never get married again.
I will never get married at one.
I would just literally live my life somewhere where I knew the money kept coming, and I would just chill on an island from beach to beach.
If you had any like inclination that, hey, maybe one day you can marry me, I'm sorry to break your heart, but no, that's never gonna happen.
I honestly don't know why on earth she deserves $3 million a year. Dude,
why does being an ex-wife?
She never has to work again.
That kind of money.
She's probably already got a lot of money, firstly, and she's also probably got a large. So she's got the things you would buy in the.
Who are these judges who are granting this fucking obscene amount of alimony? Like, yo, fuck you, judge.
And also, there should be a stipulation that it ends after like.
There should be like a maximum.
2 years.
The average person, 300,000 a month. I can live on 300,000 for 2-3 years and be fine.
Dude. And in 1 year,
fuck, you need that for a month.
God, dude, there's the 300,000. I often think about some of these like rappers that go to shows and get paid like $150 for like a show.
Yeah,
and then like, well, I'm gonna get this tomorrow, so I'm gonna blow this whole $150.
Yeah, back when Young Buck was in the good graces of the public, he said he really loved it to blow 50 grand and don't think nothing of it. And that line resonated with me. I said, "Fuck you, Young Buck."
Like I've done that with $50.
I've done that with like 50, make like $5.50.
But man, I'm about to go get me a $5 foot long.
The $5 box, it rocks, it rocks.
That was a good rhyme.
So, Milwaukee, they have obtained the championship.
Yep.
Their drought has ended on the shoulders of Giannis. He did a stellar job that whole series. There's probably not a single complaint you can make about Giannis during the finals this year. After a hyperextension of the knee,
coming back from that was big.
Yeah,
I got to say he gets a lot of credit in my book from that.
Yeah,
I think
this is one of the few.
I would have rathered the Suns winning because I think it would have been.
But you can't rather. I mean, you can predict and
because I was watching Stephen A. talk about the fact that it's maybe his last chance.
Hey man, listen. Sometimes that's the way it goes. If you guys don't pull it together,
but I think you kind of our team's never in it, so you kind of root for the underdog in the story. And I think that the Suns kind of were because they were the team that they're much like the Milwaukee Bucks. They weren't a forced powerhouse. But
I argued that there was no underdog in the series
because they were both similar.
I argued that if anybody was an underdog, it's Milwaukee.
Why?
Because Phoenix was just they were highly regarded as the favorites. Like they're going in, they were smoking everybody. They fucking were 9-0 for the first half.
The potential of the Bucks was larger, but had they played to it.
But nobody thought that and they took a 2-0 series lead to start. Like nobody thought that
you gotta really hate yourself if you're Phoenix.
Nobody thought Phoenix was gonna lose.
And then Booker had to take a flight with what's the old dude's name? Two of the players from fucking the Bucks. Why can't I think of their names right now?
I don't know because I'm not sure who you were talking about.
But yeah, two of them, they went to the Olympics together, and they were on the Olympic team, so they had to take a flight right away to I think where is it? Japan, Shanghai, something like that.
Tokyo.
Yeah, well,
Japan was right, yeah, but not Shanghai.
All right, I don't know that.
I don't know. I want to go to Japan, by the way. That's a trip I want to take.
Whatever. Anyway, no, honestly, I would go. It just seemed where's the place where you got the carts, the Mario carts? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they got go-karts, like Mario go-karts.
Probably in China somewhere, because I'm pretty sure that's where.
Probably so. But that's where I would go. That's what I would like to do.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say, though? They to me, they were on a similar tier of play of team. They both had really high potential.
But Phoenix has been dominant for the better part of the season this year, and that's why I say like they were favorites going in because they were looking damn near unstoppable for a while.
I also think people wanted CP3 to win, to be honest.
And I'm sure.
But so I got to go ahead and,
well, what's he like 36, 37?
36. It's and
not over, and he's not been a player that's been so athletic throughout his career that his knees have gone through it. That
his knee, he had an ACL.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he's not like a high flyer or fucking the whatever. So it's not like something that, like, for instance, Derrick Rose, because of his athleticism, it didn't take him very long as a couple seasons in before he started really having problems with his knees because of that.
Well, that's because him. Who was that? Who were we just talking to about? Was it Dave saying he thinks Ja Morant is like Derrick?
Because second coming, pretty much.
Yeah, because they're just so fucking similar in their landing styles and shit.
Which I hate to say second coming because, I mean...
No, he's ill.
There's still plenty of time, too, right now. Like, the way that they were looking last season, I don't know if he's going to stay with New York. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a crazy offseason.
Who?
Derrick? Oh. It's going to be a crazy offseason. There's going to be people moving all over the place, I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't mind him... As long as somebody goes there that helps to win or make them be contenders... That's cool, because
or if they end up moving him somewhere, he's more of a. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but
yeah, that's some different shit going on for sure. Coming soon, like I think people are gonna be very happy when basketball rolls around because it's the first time we've had a break in 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess you're right that Phoenix is probably not the underdog. It's gonna be
if you had to choose one, it's probably Milwaukee. You know?
But remember, I got to go ahead and take the chance to take the opportunity to kind of just like, because I said that I think the Suns are going to win in 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm not a huge Giannis fan, though I understand he's very, very, very good at basketball. He's very skilled. he's great.
He's not a superstar just because he's tall. He's a skill player as well.
Exactly. It's just sometimes he's kind of annoying. And I don't know if it's, I don't know why, but I don't always feel that way. So I kind of like, I want to stop doing that kind of like sending hate. Because again, the way that.
Yeah, you don't let me hate on LeBron. You're like, well, be nice to him.
I guess you're right. And this made me kind of realize it. He's
which by the way I'm not going to be nice to LeBron.
He did it the right way, right? And that's one thing I got to like take a step back and remember. He was like, I'm not leaving. We're going to put together a team and we're going to win a championship eventually.
And I think he had 40, 10 and 5 blocks or something like that. That was he's the first player
beast
in a finals game to record that stat line.
So long story short, I can't really stop you from hating on LeBron anymore. Though I don't think
I'm never gonna.
Though I don't think we should always waste time on it.
Man, fool, please. What else are we going to waste time? We waste time on all the stupidest conversations of all time.
Dude,
I should be able to just hate LeBron on my platform because
you might not take a shit at work without a t-shirt on or off is a pretty intriguing conversation.
I think the fact that
it's actually pretty intellectual if you ask me.
I disagree.
You know, you don't sweat as much through the shirt.
I think it's more intellectual to go through point by point why I dislike LeBron and why I think he needs to leave MJ. Why he needs to leave MJ's fucking legacy the fuck alone.
How do English people say I've got to take a shit? I've got a shit.
Can I blast the dookie?
I've got a blast the dookie. This is what?
All I know is it was a good series. Gotta give Milwaukee their credit. They came back down 2. Took them 4 in a row after that. Giannis did his thing.
I bet you CP3 was walking like fucking cock. Like, okay, just a little bit of a just a timeout on the conversation because me and Adam have been watching Grand Tour a lot, right? And this is for some people who are car guys or just actually you don't need to be a car guy to enjoy it, right?
Yeah. And we talked about this is the only real British comedy that's...
But British comedy in general, because of the accent, is going to be funny. Yeah. It just depends how funny. Now, we've been watching and I've been realizing, like, some of the frustration words that we would use, like, you know, if I trip, I'm like, fuck. Though they do say fuck, sometimes they opt to use the word cock. So it's like, cock. Oh, cock. Like, it's, like, really funny to me. And then when you're like... So when they said cocking about, what is it? What is the equivalent for us? Like stop
fucking around. Yeah.
Don't fuck around. To them,
stop cocking about.
Is cocking about, and I honestly think I'm gonna adopt that.
That's maximum ugly. Which, by the way, we need to continue.
Stop cocking about it. Let's just do the podcast already.
Well, that's what I should start telling you.
Fucking cock. But they don't go like that. They don't say, if I were to be like Adam is
I need to figure out some more sounds for this thing because
if Adam was here and I was trying to say he's a fucking cock, they don't do that. They say other words, right? But they will say fuck, like, oh, this fucking thing. But if they're trying to use like we were just going over how many different ways you could use fuck.
Yeah, when what's his name, Richard, when his car finally did you finish the thing finally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
so when his car finally broke down and the clutch blew, and he was like, "Fuck!" and he looked like he was so mad, but he was like,
because he said that's the first time they've ever lost a car.
He wanted to be more mad, but he caught himself. And
yeah.
I would have been like, "Fuck!" Just
Dude, some of the shit they do. But yeah, so the show is Grand Tour, but these guys have also been on a show for years before called Top Gear. Same premise. They just kind of robbed it and went to Amazon because they got fired from But it's a great show, very funny. But they're English guys. I do want to know if we had some people from England listening, right?
You sound like you're from London.
I am from London. All right, and that's just kind of so I took that tangent to kind of talk about how I want to start adopting some English frustration terms.
Listen, I already told you.
Specifically, the word cock.
Listen, I was talking to Dave in the group chat, and he said something.
Blokes.
No. He said wank or some shit like that.
Wanker or
some hilarious fucking English insult or whatever. And then I was like,
fucking wanker.
I said something to him along the lines of, "It's never cool to adopt things from the colonizers," and he was like, "Yeah. I'm gonna never make a joke about their words again." So you should.
That's true.
Stay away from.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think.
I guess if you're making fun of them, it's fine. Sorry, British people, but
I like the idea to just there
are some hot British chicks though, so that's where
British accents on chicks. You know what I think is a pretty hot combination from over there is like an Indian chick with an English accent.
Okay, I feel you.
You know, because they be hot, but also speak kind of it seems like because they speak intellectually, right? Not that I've ever been
it makes
there.
it sound intellectual, anyways.
It sounds
something about the English accent,
right? You could be really, really stupid, but sound really, really smart because you talk very proper like this. But honestly, I didn't even finish high school or primary school, whatever they call it.
We went on holiday.
Stop talking about. Let's get back to the podcast.
Well, now I completely forgot where the fuck we were at because you took us on a different road.
Giannis.
Okay, but then
Where's
we were
he
talking.
From? Greece? Or no, he's
the Greek freak. Does that tell you everything you need to know?
But where is he originally from? Nigeria?
I think he's from Greece.
No, he was born
in Greece. I think.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he was born and went and became. I'm fairly certain. I don't know. Check it out, please. I think this is important.
Check it out. Look, you come up with stupid things, but I have to fact check for you.
You have to because I'm going to start guessing where his accent's from, and I need to know. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Where is
Giannis?
Says his place of birth is Greece. Athens, Greece.
Well, because I think he was
he's from Athens, and
because
shit?
You know how wasn't Luol Deng from Sudan, but he was wasn't not a refugee at one point or something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know if I
listen, man. Stop. I told you already. We have to stop bringing up things that we do not actually know.
Okay, so all right, back to what I would
look
not
like
to
idiots.
Talk about. Giannis has a pretty funny fucking accent.
I think it was bound to happen. I mean, how many people are from Greece?
What? A lot of people.
I mean, all right, okay. All right. How many black people are from Greece?
I would assume quite a few.
I've never met one, is all I'm saying. So I don't know what to expect out of their accent.
How many Greek people have you met that don't work at a Greek restaurant?
Exactly. And every time they've been what I would consider the stereotypical Greek.
Like what? Like
fair complected.
Pretty hairy?
Yeah, I mean, fair complected, hairy, maybe look like
Kinda
they're coming kind of out of the Mediterranean field
all I know about Greek people
is they got some dope gyros and feta cheese.
Greek wedding. And that's all. Oh, and King's Gyros.
And I would like to
Were
go
they
to
Greek?
I don't know, but I'd like to go to Santorini. I also know that
Santorini,
Santorini, Greece with a dime piece.
That would be a dope fucking vacation.
Yeah,
That'd be dope. Yeah, about the playoffs.
I mean, you can't make fun of people's accents because it's nothing they can really do about it. Although sometimes it's funny, especially when it's like English people.
What am I supposed to do when it's so funny? Anyway,
I laughed because it was funny.
Was I shocked that they gave away 4 straight? Yes. That's pretty much my thing. I don't think
they had a 4-game stretch throughout the season that they lost one and like where they lost all 4.
I wouldn't know, but I was it was a shocker.
I'm telling you, they had a dominant season.
It was a shocker. It's almost like being swept.
Yeah, it's the equivalent. I mean, you lost 4 games in a row in the playoffs.
Almost like being a team that was
the same team.
I don't know if Chris Paul comes back to the Suns. You?
I think he comes back to the Suns.
Really?
I don't think he's going to be...
What if LeBron calls him and said, hey, one more time, come with me?
I'd be like, fuck you, LeBron. You lost in the first round this year. Why would I go to you? You can't guarantee me shit.
They're best friends.
It makes sense because nobody else likes Chris Paul. And LeBron is behind.
Okay, no, that's fine. That aside, maybe so. But like, if his best friend...
They had to link up, you know?
Let's say me and you played... We were like, we weren't brothers, but we became best friends in the league somehow. We never played together. And I was like, and it's...
Well, they played together and it's probably All-Star and
it's probably
shit like that,
the last 2, maybe 3 seasons max we both have, right? We're going to play till 40. It's about it. Maybe.
Okay.
It's maybe our last chance. Come play.
Nah.
You're not going to come play with me?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because you're the villain. Listen, never join
the villain. I'm not the villain in this because I am your boy. You've never seen as
it doesn't matter.
We're talking about Chris.
Listen,
CP3.
even me and you as brothers, if we were both in the league, I wouldn't want to be on the same team as you. I'm trying to fuck you up.
What if we made it on a
It's
team?
a competition game. Like I understand it. Like
by happenstance.
Now, Chris Paul may do that because he's highly regarded as Little Biggie Biatch, and he also wants to win a title before he's gone. I don't think LeBron needs to call him over.
I'm asking you to look at it from your perspective. I'm asking you to tell me from like a CP3. Like if you're CP3 right now,
I can see him doing it.
That's all I'm asking.
But I don't see a reason why LeBron would be like, "Yo, like come over here, let me help you out here."
I heard he's already because I think they're looking for a point guard right now. Who's their point guard?
Well, I think Rondo's gone now, right?
Rondo's been gone for, I think, more than that one. I think he left right after quarantine, the bubble.
No.
I think so.
No, I think he was...
or the reserve. Because I don't know who their starting guard is.
I don't know. But...
So
if I'm Chris Paul, I'm also not looking to LeBron as he's the person who's going to get me to the promised land right now either.
Not anymore. Do you think... So Derek might move. You think somehow, some way he ends up? I know you don't want to, but do you think there's a scenario he ends up with the Lakers?
I'd rather him end up with fucking
I get what you rather.
Phoenix.
But I'm saying somebody. I don't think Phoenix takes him since they got CP3 already.
Well, you're talking about the potential of him leaving.
Yeah, well, that would have to mean the ball would have to roll for that ball to roll after it. You know what I'm saying? So,
but where does Chris Paul end up if not with the Lakers?
I think he ends up with the Lakers.
Hate this fucking league so much.
I'm just gonna say, and I'm not really the greatest at predicting a lot of this. Like I just see what I see, and I think there's a good chance he ends up with the Lakers. I also think that if he stays, there's a chance you see somebody like a Dame Lillard who said he wants to stay with Portland, but I don't believe it, or a Derrick Rose going from New York. Somebody's gonna make it. They're gonna get a pretty good point guard to make it to LA this offseason.
Well, I don't even know. Like they got bounced out in the first round this year. I don't think that the Lakers really stand a chance. I think this was their like the way that these teams have formed over the previous offseason.
You can hear me drinking that. I apologize.
I think that the way
how good these mics are.
Yeah. Well, I think that the way the teams have formed in the previous offseason, which off-season, I guess, whatever. It
was like 24 straight months of basketball. When they
had a short
when they talked to Kenny like the last show before they go out, like because it's the one where Shaq got up and he was in his underwear dancing around because it was their they like relieved them of their duty. It was just like he was like it's great because that's the only thing about the TNT guys. They don't go through the finals. So like, damn, I heard that. They don't go through the finals.
Yeah.
So they go through conference and then they don't report on. It's kind of like an incomplete story.
Kind
you
of.
know, but he was like, on the other side of it, we've been doing this for 24 straight months. I think it's time for a break.
For sure. So I think that all the big moves and trades that happened in the prior offseason, as short as it was, they are now going to have an actual offseason to glue together better. They had last season to run things as a team, kind of get things rough drafted.
I'm pretty excited to see where the 2019-2020 NBA rookie class goes with an off season.
I don't think that
like
the Lakers
Zions
stand
and
a chance
you know what
in
I mean?
this next season. I think that if they were going to do something big...
You want me to hear my prediction? And I might actually bet. I think that there's a pretty fucking good chance that the Warriors win a championship this year.
With a healthy Klay Thompson, Steph,
Draymond.
But that takes it back to the core before Kevin Durant joined with them.
Which was what?
Beasts. But
and
it depends how Klay's offseason...
Right, but the thing about Klay is he's not a I need to be athletic player.
No, he's a spot-up shooter.
He just needs to be able to cut and continuously be running kind of like Steph.
Yeah. But he could also stand to add his own jump shot creation to his game, which I think hopefully has a chance to do that. I mean, he can for sure. But
I think so it's all gonna kind of be decided when the trades start to come about.
And there's gonna be a lot of that.
Who do they add? Right, because depending on who they add. A backup point guard, somebody, another big. Who are they going to add? Because that honestly, I honestly think because it's going this way. If there's a healthy healthy Brooklyn and a healthy and just as formidable as they were prior to the injury Warriors, that might be your finals matchup.
Maybe, but
unless the Lakers add maybe Dame Lillard.
Listen, man, get off the Lakers nuts.
No, I'm saying I'm only trying.
You sound like an ESPN analyst.
I'm trying to make a prediction. I'm just trying to make a good prediction here. If
you predicted the same type of shit with Lakers this year and they fell in the first round.
I said no. So I didn't predict. I said healthy.
You said that they were going to be the favorites to win.
Healthy. Come on, stop. You're avoiding the healthy word. I said the same thing with Brooklyn.
And what were they missing?
Healthy. They were health.
What were they missing? LeBron and AD were both on the floor?
AD went out in the first round, and then LeBron was hurt with a high ankle or whatever.
Listen, man.
I'm just no.
Come on now.
That's what it was. And then the Nets weren't. So that's why I say it's always the caveat, especially with the Warriors, is Klay's got to make it through the season.
You like to have the Lakers up there still. And
well, they got AD and they got LeBron. The thing is, AD is super injury prone. He may only have how many? He may be out of the league after a certain or out of high prominence.
Listen,
he's
to me they're both out of high prominence. I'm not even looking at them in the finals matchup. He won a
championship in the bubble.
I'm not looking at them in finals matchup or conference finals matchup. Lakers didn't make it that far this year. Next year either.
Take that out, right? Although I would like to see where Damian Lillard ends up. I think he leaves Portland.
Maybe.
What do you think about that prediction of remember healthy and formidable? Like these things got to be in the right place.
Brooklyn and Golden State, they definitely have as a fully healthy roster with they're both going to have changes this offseason. It's going to happen. To what degree, if they're adding or subtracting, who they're adding and subtracting, that's a different story, but they're both going to have moves this offseason. They're going to have to. I don't know when luxury tax kicks in, but first of all, Brooklyn has a very expensive roster. And Golden State might be okay. They might just be adding.
So the reason we talk about because our team is it's not in position to win, and they won't be for a few years. So we're understanding that we have to kind of evaluate.
We have new leadership on the team, but I still have yet to see them make any big blockbuster trades or anything like that. So until I see it, I'm not going to believe it.
It's the culture still that people are so. It's like the perceived.
Well, they're trying to.
It's like with anything else. It's perceived value or perceived culture. Exactly.
They're trying to adjust it. We just don't have. There's no appeal here. Nobody wants to come here.
That's what I'm saying. The culture is or the perceived culture is hasn't changed.
And the main player in the league who wants to bite other legend style has chosen LA to do that, not Chicago. So yeah.
But what I was gonna say is because of these our teams not really having a chance to win, we kind of can talk more objectively outside of that, right? We know they're not going to win. Would you be okay with a Warriors championship?
I mean, if they work hard and make it there, sure.
Like you don't have anything against that team, huh?
Listen, they've had an extraordinarily stacked team at one point, and if they're doing it with like their core people now, who they've had since before
because they did it once without him.
And you got to give Steve Kerr his credit. I mean,
I'm a Steve Kerr fan.
He fell into a good situation. Obviously, you have very capable, very technically understanding players who are able to they play the game well. They know how to play the game. You fell into a great situation with that, but the coach job is still
leadership, lead by example, all these things.
I did want to get back to that. What's Phoenix coach's name again?
Monty Williams.
He went into the Bucks locker room to congratulate them after the game.
Monty Williams is maybe one of the classiest people you're gonna find, man. Like
that was really respectable that
he's gone through a lot. Like his wife had passed, I think, in the car accident, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think that's the way she passed. I don't. If that's not, I apologize.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's gone through a lot, and I think I enjoyed him and CP3's relationship.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Regardless of whether or not you like CP3 or not, like to see a friendship like that's important.
Even if I don't really care for Chris Paul necessarily, I respect him and who he is in the league, and
true.
And he's obviously also the leader of the Players Association, so he fights for the rest of the league, and he does what he needs to there. So I don't have anything super negative to say about him there, but I mean, if the general consensus around the league is fuck Chris Paul in a way, who am I to judge that? I don't know him, so exactly. I just can go off of that. And
no, I mean you're outside looking in, right?
Right. So.
But I would say I would rather have the Warriors win than the Nets. I think the Nets are just trying to stack their team. The Warriors haven't really added anybody. I think they're very confident in the idea that if Clef Curry, if Klay Thompson comes back and is even a...
You think of Cliff Paul or something?
Cliff Paul. No, Clef. So it's Klay and Steph.
I don't think that's a good... what do they call it? A contraction?
Kiefer? Like all those things, Anyway, so...
it sounds terrible because Clef is an actual thing. Yeah, it's not them two combined.
Anyway, I think they're very confident that if he comes back, they have a chance to win the title again. So I think they're just one... They need somebody, but they're not... They don't need a huge name. They need a good name. Like they need like a strong player. They don't need the superstar that whatever, what I mean?
What do you think of the player that Draymond Green is turning into?
Draymond is
I always kind of looked at him like a Joakim Noah type of player. The heart of the team kind of gets the engine running when people are like they need to kind of get up. Yeah, and like he may not give you like every play the flashiest, but he'll put on ones that'll kind of get everybody going a little bit. And
he resembles, though he's not even close. Don't fucking send all this shit to my... Very close to a Dennis Rodman, right? In terms of his play style. Dennis is another...
Yeah, but the difference is...
Dennis is another tier. And
Dennis he also knew his role, and he stuck to that even because he knew that the rebounding was the main like contribution that he was going to make, and he played his role primarily before he did anything else on the court. Where Draymond is also kind of like, listen, I'm also more capable than what you think, and I'm going to run this ball and do this. Haha.
Right. But,
seen a little bit of that out of him,
and that's because he plays to his strength, right? Because that is part of his strength. He can do that, and when he does it, I think it works.
He's made a fool out of himself in certain ways.
He can. Everybody will.
Yeah.
I mean, Dennis Rodman did it. I just think he models his game, or his game favors that of somebody like a Dennis Rodman, somebody who wasn't as impactful offensively by scoring points like the traditional way, but offensive rebounding, the
intangibles, the shit that doesn't show up on a scorecard type
being
thing.
able to, pass, right? I don't know how, I remember Dennis passing is great, that great. I think Draymond's a better passer.
He was a scrapper, and he fought
Scrappy players, the guys who can get in your head,
fight for that extra play
before they get the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely that kind of player.
There's just a tussle involved. They're not gonna like get something over them without them fighting for it first. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I think that was a good way to end the NBA season, though. Like we talked about the finals, but we also kind of predicted our next season.
I mean, you did. I don't really. I still think that.
Well, we talked about what the next season's finals could look like. That's cool.
Just what the whole league can look like. Honestly, like you're gonna have players who didn't have a chance to get their off-season training in, their off-season workouts with vets and shit like that are very important. Because as a new player, you're being shown the ropes. You're getting kind of like tips and pointers from the veterans, shit that maybe
training camp is important. It's coming
slowing you down. Yeah. You know, coming into a new league. First of all, there's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of energy in you, and you just got to learn how to like control your breathing, control the game.
We've all
bit.
Played in leagues, and even if they're minor, like minor leagues in parks and shit.
It's different than having a scrimmage.
There's jitters for sure. It's weird.
Having a referee is different than running around and having like a scrimmage with your boys.
There's so much energy. Like you said, you have to learn a way to channel it into a more controlled way.
Right.
And that's all it is.
And now you're going to finally have people who have been rookies the last couple seasons who haven't had the opportunity to really. And maybe like some of them did.
I still consider fucking Zion and Ja Morant, RJ. I still consider them rookies just because it feels like it's been one long season.
Yeah, kind of. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where that kind of takes us. And we've had some pretty good rookie classes in the last couple seasons, honestly, or at least it has been able to appear that way based off of what we've been able to see out of them.
Right.
So they'll finally get to come into their own a little bit, you know, and hopefully they'll be able to get some chemistry going with the teams that they're respectively on.
Right.
And maybe we'll see a more competitive, more kind of hardcore league next year.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it, and should be cool to see.
Yeah, think so. That was a riveting take from you there.
Yeah. Riveting.
But all right, man. I think we've covered most of what we need to. So we could talk about sneakers and shit, even though you don't really have much to talk about.
Oh man,
you just be putting them on.
If you're
gonna put on the same shoes, at least give the Vapor Maxes. That's what they want. They don't give a fuck about those.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Give them the 97s or something. Don't give them those.
If you're telling me, these are a grail of mine. I don't care. I'm
gonna
rock these.
I enjoy.
You know what? Because I realized a lot of my shoes, they just don't have as many miles as I like. So these, when they start, I actually was gonna bust out the Flints, but I just decided not to. So,
have you put them on?
No,
for sure yet. No,
not even yet. I haven't even put them on like at all.
I wore the 11s out for the first time the other day, and I was
nice.
like, you know,
I was gonna tell you yesterday to bring those fucking court purples so we can make the trade. I want them.
Yeah, well, we'll.
I would rock them today again too if you would have just fucking anyway. But what are you rocking?
I got these the bread 9s on. I think I did 9s again last week too, but those were a different one. This is like one of the few bread colorways in the Jordan realm that doesn't really get a whole lot of respect, and I don't know why, because I really honestly fuck with these.
It's a really all black shoe for the most part.
All black, got some red, little patent leather and
people
shit.
tend to not lean towards an all black shoe if it's because it's very small hits of red. It's not large enough to change the shoe too much.
Yeah, I mean on this side there's not, but on that side there's the red Jumpman logo. You know, like I don't know. I just think they're a nice shoe.
It is a nice shoe, but it's probably something I would use if I had like a job where I had to wear all black shoes.
Nah, I ain't wearing these fucking things in a work setting.
Not like a physical job.
Although I did used
like an office job.
That's another thing. When I was in the office, I did used to stun on them. I mean, you know, you see the collection there. I used to just come into some fucking fly ass kicks all the time, and
I'm sure you did, Adam. Anyway,
I mean, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also got a little, like the bitch who laughs on the fucking thing, the bitch. But yeah, so I think we got covered what we needed to here. We get to the after party
after the show because it's the after party.
Lottie Dottie, we after party. So
something like that.
Something like that. But this has been episode number 102. And I always forget to do this in the fucking beginning, but go to all the socials, subscribe to them, follow us, subscribe here on YouTube.
Please
go
hit
to the
that
Patreon
bell.
and
All
subscribe
that
there.
shit. Like it.
Rest in peace, Biz Marquis.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Stacks, because we
Rest
did talk
in peace
about
to
him as
Stacks.
well.
Yes,
Opposite shout out to Glenn,
Opposite
Maximum
shout out to
Ugly.
Glenn. Adam Maximum Ugly.
But yeah, so we'll catch y'all on episode 103.
Peace.
Peace.